Assalamu alaikum everyone. In our previous lecture, if you do remember, we learnt about percentage of a quantity. And now, after learning percentage of a quantity, we will flip it. Instead of finding a part of a whole, we will learn how to compare a part with the whole and express it as a percentage. And what is this called? This is called expressing one quantity as a percentage of other. We use it when we want to say how big is this number compared to that number in percent form. So what is our formula? Our formula is percentage equal to part over whole and multiply it with 100%. In this section, we will practice with real examples. For example, money and length. Like writing 5 pound as a percentage of 10 pounds or 5 centimeter as a percentage of 20 centimeter. We can even deal with time and weight, like 7 days out of 10 days or 10 kgs out of 40 kgs. We can talk about marks and capacity, like 6 out of 8 marks or 130 milliliter out of 1000 milliliter. We can even talk about mixed unit, like 20 pennies out of 1 rupee or 60 centimeter out of 2 meter. So actually, what is our key tip here? I'm writing key tip here. Our key tip is the bottom number is always your whole. Or 100%. Once you identify part versus whole, the rest is what? The rest is just division and then multiply by 100%. So we are going to use this formula. I explained you that what is the difference between our previous exercise and our this exercise. Now let us do it with the help of examples. Okay, now we are going to solve all these parts together. Your first part, that's right, 5 pound is a percentage of 10. What did I tell you? Part over whole and multiply it with 100%. This is going to be your calculation. So 5 over 10 multiplied by 100, and that's going to be obviously your 50%. In the same way, I'm moving towards part B. That is 5 centimeter is a percentage of 20. So 5 is your part, 20 is your whole, and multiply it with 100. And what will you get? You will get 25%. Okay. Now, 7 days is a percentage of 10 days. 7 over 10 because your whole is 10, and we are going to multiply it with 100%. and that's going to be 70%. Next is right, 27 is a percentage of 50. So very simple, you are going to write 27 up, 50 down, and you are going to multiply it with 100. It is going to be 54%. Better to cancel out your zeros and simplify it as much as you can. One very important thing which I want to tell you, that when you deal with part and a whole, their units have to be same. Let's suppose if we have grams here, then it has to be grams as your whole. Otherwise, it will be difficult and we have to change their units because we cannot compare two different units. So this is the key point which you need to keep in your mind. Okay. Next is 3/20 multiplied by 100, and that's going to be 15%. Okay. Now next part is 4 meter is a percentage of 5 meter. So your 4 gonna come up, 5 comes down, and multiply it with 100%. And better to simplify it, it's 20 and 24. So what is it going to be? It's going to be 80%. Okay. Right, 164 is a percentage of 200. So 164 comes up, 200 comes down, and you are going to multiply it with 100. Better to cancel your zeros. And what are you left with? You are left with 82%. And now our H part is, write 130 milliliter is a percentage of 1000 milliliter. So you know what is your part here and what is the whole value here. You just need to divide them and multiply it with 100. It's your smartness that how can you cut short it, and your answer is 13%. So this was our first question of expressing one quantity as a percentage of other. Okay. Now we are moving towards question number 2. Write 6 out of 8 marks is a percentage. I want you people to differentiate both of the questions. Actually, what is different here? Write 5 pound is a percentage of 10 pounds. Or write 6 out of 8 marks is a percentage. It is a same thing, only they play with words. Actually, wording is different. Otherwise, it is same. 6 is your part, 8 is your whole, and you have to find a percentage. So what are you going to do? Very simple. You are going to put your 6 up, 8 down, and you are going to multiply it with 100. So I told you, what did I tell you? If you remember your key tip, the bottom number is always your whole number or 100%. Once you identify part versus whole, the rest is just to divide and multiply. So we know what is our part, we know what is our whole, and rest is just to divide and multiply. So if you do so, it's coming 75%. Okay. Now for our B part, 10 kg is a percentage of 40 kg. That is simply 10/40 multiplied by 100. That's 100/4. And what is that coming? 25%. Okay. Now moving towards our C part, that is right, 22 is a percentage of 40. So 22/40 multiplied by 100, and what will you get? 220/4, and your answer is 55%. Now moving towards D part, 15 is a percentage of 75. That's 15/75 multiplied by 100, and you can even simplify it. It's going to be your 1/5, and 100 divided by 5. That's going to be 20%. Okay. Next is write 21 pounds is a percentage of 30 pounds. So 21 comes up, 30 comes down, and you are going to multiply them with 100. And when you divide 210 by 30, you will get 70%. Next is write 18 euros is a percentage of 40 euros. So 18 comes up, 40 comes down, and multiply it with 100. It's going to be 180 over 4, and that is simply 45%. Okay, next is 20p is a percentage of 1 pound. So that's simply going to be 20 over what? Now, their units are different. So you need to know, I told you that their units have to be same. So you need to know, first convert 1 pound. So it's equal to 100. If you can use the conversion unit, this is our conversion unit. So instead of dividing it by 1, you are going to divide it by 100, and then you are going to multiply it with 100. Your answer is going to be 20%. And next is write 60 centimeter is a percentage of 2 meters. Now, you cannot compare them directly. You need to change the unit because you cannot compare two different units. So you need to convert meter into centimeter. That means 2 multiplied by 100. That's going to be 200. You cannot directly compare them, otherwise your question will be wrong. As I told you earlier that you cannot compare two different units. So that's going to be 60 over 200 and multiply by 100%. So that's going to be your 30%. So this was all about question number 2. Okay, now we are moving towards question number 3. Write 3 is a percentage of 8. Now I want to tell you one thing, that to express one value as a percentage of another, we always use the formula percentage equal to part over whole multiplied by 100. Actually, we are doing same thing everywhere. But what are they doing? They are using different words, but they all mean same. So what are we going to do here? We are going to write 3 up, which is our part. Our whole comes down, and we are going to multiply it with 100. It will be 37.5%. And our B part is write 13 out of 200 is a percentage. So it will be 13 over 200 multiply by 100, and which is equal to 6.5%. Now let us move towards our part C. Write 7 centimeter is a percentage of 40 centimeter. 7 comes up, 40 comes down, and we are going to multiply it with 100, and it will be 17.5%. Now let us move towards part D. $5 is a percentage of $60. 5 comes up, 16 comes down, and we are going to multiply it with 100. It will be 31.25%. Our next part is write 19 marks out of 32 is a percentage. 19 over 32 multiplied by 100, and it is 59.375%. And our next part is write 20 out of 30 is a percentage. So it will be 20 over 30 multiplied by 100. Your answer will be 66.7%, or you can even write it in a mixed fractional form. Okay, now we are moving towards our last question of question number 4 of this topic, expressing one quantity as a percentage of another. Rest of the questions I will solve for you people by tomorrow with complete explanation. Okay, now let us complete question number 4. Give each answer to one decimal place. Again, same thing. Same mechanism, same situation, everything is same. Only wording is different. To one decimal place, actually let me tell you what does it mean by decimal place. Let's suppose if I write my answer 3.56. Then after decimal, my first value is called first decimal place. And a very second value is called second decimal place. So what are they asking for actually? They want us to write answer to one decimal place, like if it is like you have to write just one decimal place. Okay, there is a rounding off concept as well. Whenever you have to give your answer to one decimal place, just keep one thing in your mind, that you need to round it off as well. Let's suppose after first decimal place, if my number is or digit is crossing the middle value. What is middle value? 5 or greater than 5. If it is crossing the middle value, then you need to upgrade it. Otherwise, if it is, let's suppose, 3.54 and your first decimal place is 5, and after 5 it is not crossing the middle value. What is our middle value? It's actually 5 or greater than 5. Then let it be 5. You are not going to upgrade it. So you need to be very careful about it. Okay, I'm going to do my A part, which is write 8 as a percentage of 18. 8 comes up, 18 comes down, and I'm going to multiply it with 100%. It's actually coming 44.444, but we are just going to write it 44.4%, because if you can see after first decimal place, it's not crossing the middle value, so we are not going to upgrade this 4 to 5. So let it be 4, and we have to write our answer to one decimal place. So our final answer will be 44.4%. Okay. Now my B part is write 1,000 pounds is a percentage of 1,200. Again, what are we going to do? We are going to divide 1,000 by 1,200 and we are going to multiply it with 100. And again, our answer is 83.33. So we don't need to upgrade it, but you are not going to write answer to two decimal places. Your final answer has to be 83.3%, because whenever they give any instruction to you, then you have to follow it compulsorily. Okay. If they don't give any instruction, then you can write your answer to two decimal places, even 3, that doesn't matter. Otherwise, you have to write, if they are giving you any instruction, then definitely you have to follow it. Okay, now moving towards C part, write 128 as a percentage of 153. So 128 comes up, 153 comes down, and you are going to multiply it with 100. So 128 divided by 153, and when you will multiply it with 100, it's giving you answer 83.66. So we're going to write it 83.6%. Actually, there is no concept of rounding off in this whole question number 4. But whenever you go for any question like this, and if there is any rounding off situation over there, then do round it off, please. Next is write 5 hours as a percentage of one day. Now, my question is your units are different. So, do you think you can compare them? No, absolutely no. Why not? Because these are in hours, this is a day, like different units. So, what are you going to do? You are going to change it to hours as well. And how many hours in a day? They are 24. So instead of writing 1 down, you are going to write 24 down, and you are going to multiply it with 100, and your answer will be 5 divided by 24 and multiply it with 100. Your answer is 20.83 actually. So it's not crossing the middle value. So it will be 20.8%. Okay. Next is write 394,000 people as a percentage of, okay, we have 4 zeros here. So you can just divide them. We have 3 zeros up and 4 zeros down. And you are going to multiply it with 100. And what are we getting? Let me check. Divided by 249 and 4 zeros down. And multiply it with 100. And your answer is 15.823. So we can just write it 15.8. And let me tell you, whenever we go for estimation, actually answer was big, but we are going to estimate it to 1 decimal place. So instead of writing equal to, you can put this sign. This is our sign of estimation. Although there was no situation of rounding it off like to the greater number, but still it is called rounding off. Because your answer was big, like 15.82329317, but we have written it to 1 decimal place. So that means it is even considered a rounding off or estimation. So you need to put estimation sign here with all the answers. This is equal to means absolutely equal to. Whenever you estimate your answer, because if it is coming 15.823293 and you are just going to write it to 1 decimal place, then it means you are going to round it off. You are estimating it. Although number is not getting upgraded, but still you are going to round it off and you are estimating it. So instead of putting equal to sign, you are going to put estimation sign, which is like this. Okay, my dear students, I will see you by tomorrow inshallah, and will solve rest of the questions for you people. Meanwhile, do subscribe my channel. This is how you will motivate me and stay updated and in touch with me. Thank you very much.